What's up, everybody? It's Gary Alexander here for Fighters Only TV. I'm here with the prodigy BJ Penn in Las Vegas, Nevada. What's up, BJ?
What's going on, man? How's it going?
We just left the courthouse today. We're back at your wonderful suite here at the MGM. Got New York behind us. It seems like a chill day, but actually it was a pretty stressful morning, I would say. Anyways, how did your morning go with the prelim hearing?
I didn't know what to expect going in at all to any of this stuff, but it's hard to say. They didn't make any final judgments on anything. We had a chance to state our case today. And all in all, I mean, it's not that we gained any ground or the commission gained any ground or this and that back and forth. I'm just glad we got to speak a little bit of our piece.
I was in the room today in the hearing, and I noticed that your representation had wanted to show a DVD that was made for you, and you guys didn't have the chance to show that today. I was actually able to see that here in your room, and I noticed there was a lot of the things that had come out with in previous interviews with Sean Shirk, where he had said right after the fight with GSP that he was slick. Matt Hughes, Jason Miller, there were so many things that had come out about it, but the thing I think that really got me the most was the fact that the things that were shown on this DVD that you guys wanted to show today really wasn't represented today in the videos that the commission showed.
It was kind of strange, the video that the commission showed, because it really wasn't the best camera angles, I thought, to be showing what happened in the corner in between the rounds. But I mean everybody knows the common knowledge. People can say, oh, why are all these people coming out now and saying all these things about George St. Pierre? Sean Shirk has said it years ago, and he doesn't want to say anything more because of the fan reaction. And Jason Miller has said it years ago, you know what I mean? And Jason Miller's the kind of guy we all see. He doesn't make excuses about anything. He goes out and fights. He's fought all the best guys. He doesn't make excuses. Matt Hughes goes out there, and said what he said. So, I mean, and the funny thing is when Shirk and Miller, when fought George St. Pierre, was Phil Nurse and Greg Jackson his coaches at the time? That's another question that should be looked into. If Shirk and Miller are making those statements 4 years ago, it's not going to benefit them today. They've made those statements 4 years ago. And was Nurse and Jackson, with St. Pierre at the time? That's something to look into. I'm not sure right off the top of my head.
A lot also was brought up today about from GSP had a representative there that I think is his in-town Las Vegas representation, and what he continued to bring up was the breathing technique. That was the breathing technique. The breathing technique was not the issue, correct?
Actually, Steve Friend was there, and I've actually worked with him before. And the thing is, we're not disputing that it's a breathing technique. We're just saying that's how you were wiping Vaseline on his back. We're not disputing that in any way. All we're saying is that's how you were wiping it on his back. And the facts and evidence speaks for itself in there.
How did you feel about the hearing itself?
It was kind of strange that when our hearing started, it seemed like there was some informal stuff or what have you compared to the other hearings. It was like
I did feel that a little bit. I felt like that it was a little more informal in a lot of ways than the Carl Parisian interview that had happened right before you.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. I mean, Carl Parisian's thing where he had a failed drug test or whatever, and they constantly were talking to him about the fact that why didn't he sign the paper saying that he had his prescription drugs on him when his health and safety is paramount to the commission, and them saying that, it would only make me think when I step up that my health and safety is paramount to the commission also, you know what I mean? And that's why we're here, you know what I mean? We're here to find out if it was a fair fight and the health and the safety of the sport. And so we go up to do our meeting or whatever, our commission meeting, whatever you call it, and there was some, Keith Kaiser walked up and said we can only discuss certain topics here, we can't discuss other topics, and from there I thought it was kind of strange, but we got to speak a lot of our piece on our side and where we're coming from. So I really don't know how all these things work. I'm a fighter, not a litigator, and I don't know how it works from here, but I'm sure we go forward.
Are you doing this for BJ Penn, or are you doing this for the sport?
Honestly, it would be crazy for me to sit here and say I'm not doing this for BJ Penn. Yes, I'm doing this for BJ Penn, and yes, I am doing this for the sport. I've always been very outspoken, whether it was steroids or all these other things, and it is tough because there's people I know that do steroids and stuff, and I don't want to look them in the eye and say, bad things about them, but that's my conviction. That's how I feel about this sport, and, I'm just... I'm not about, taking steroids or getting that edge or that advantage. That edge or that advantage is decided in technique for me.
Where we are now, we're in a position where you've started this court battle. We've seen, Randy Couture try to battle in court with the UFC. Obviously, your battle is not with the UFC, but we've seen fighters, do more battle in the courtroom than in the octagon. Is this going to keep you out of the octagon?
No, you know what? First of all, I'm glad I'm not in battle with the UFC right now. I'm glad it's just the commission and George St. Pierre or his associates or what have you, whatever it's called. But no, we're looking for a return. We have to defend the lightweight title. It's been long. It's been overdue since we've defended the lightweight title. I had to heal up some of my injuries that I suffered from the George St. Pierre fight, and
you're all good now, right?
And I'm all good now, so we're gonna move forward with my same team, my same camp, and we're gonna make a run to defend the lightweight title. I think it's either late July or early August, something like that.
What do you want to say to your fans out there?
I just want to say, first, let's go to all the fans of MMA. I want to thank you guys for supporting the sport, whether you're a BJ Penn fan or you're a somebody else fan or whatever kind of fan you are. I just want to thank you for supporting this sport. This sport gives me my livelihood and my ability to live and eat and take care of my family. And to all the BJ Penn fans out there, I just want to say thank you very much for sticking by me the whole way and all this time from when I started 9-10 years ago. And thank you guys very, very much. And then we got to drop the website. Thank you for... everybody go to bjpenn.com, and that's pretty good. That's all I got to say.
BJ Penn, the Prodigy, Fighters Only TV.
Love Fighters Only magazine. We love it. #1.